Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So this is Favor Fashion House. So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to achieve this boo dress. Okay, this is a build-up collar. Okay, if this is what you want to watch, please stay tuned to the end of this video. So firstly, we're going to be needing our fabric and my scissors, my chalk. This black one here is the one I'm going to be using for my design. You're also going to be needing your tape and your ruler. So by Ankara, this is Ankara fabric is by 45 by length. Yes, but I have to fold it the other way around so that I don't want any joining on my boo dress. The full length I'm using for this boo dress is 60 inches. So I don't want any joining around the damp part. So I have to fold it the straight way. So this is me measuring. I mark out the starting point, which is also going to be my shoulder line. I went in by 3 inches. My back neckline depth I came down by 1 inch, and my front neckline depth I came back by 7 inches. So right now this is a cut together sleeve. So I measure down to where I want my sleeve to be, and I also went down by 1.5 inches shoulder slope. So right now I'm measuring my hip measurements, my hip line. So now I'm inputting my hip measurement divided by 4 plus extra 3 inches allowance. Okay, both the sewing and the seam allowance, everything is inclusive. So now what I'm measuring right here is my waist measurement. I'm trying to connect the whole lines together. For my round sleeve, I came down by 11 inches. Okay, for my round sleeve, okay, I came down by 11 inches after the 1.5 shoulder slope. Yeah, I came down by 11 inches for my sleeve opening. So right here, I connected my sleeve, my armhole line. I connect it and I give it a curve. So the whatever I have on my hip measurement, that is what I'm going to be inputting on the damp parts. Okay, I'm going to be cutting it straight. So this is me connecting the whole lines together. The same measurement, my hip line divided by 4 plus 3 inches allowance. So I mark it all the way down and I connect the whole lines together. So from my 7 inches shoulder depth, I came in by 1 inch again. I came in from that point to one. I came in by 1 inch. Yeah. So this is how I connect it. So right now I'm cutting it out. First of all, I'm going to be cutting the back. This is folded into two. This is the back and the front all together. So I'm cutting the back, and this is the front. So this is the sleeve opening that I'm cutting right now. So what I'm doing right here, I came down by 13 inches. That is where I'm going to be putting my pocket. Okay, I just want to indicate it so that I can. So now I'm going to be facing the front side of the back and the front side of the front facing each other. Okay, because we're going to do a little manipulation right here. Now from the shoulder, from the neckline, the back neckline or the front, end of them, from the neckline you go in by 2 inches. Okay, so this is what I'm doing. I'm connecting the back one first. I went out by 2 inches, then I connect it back to the center of that back one, back neckline. I hope you understand what I mean. We're also going to be doing that same manipulation here. So like as I'm pointing there, you can see that is 2 inches. I measure it again, it's 2 inches. So whatever I have there, I'm going to be inputting it down this point. Okay, and I will rule it out. Now after ruling it out, I'm going to be connecting this together. These 2 inches that is at the down part there to the 2 inches that is up part. So I'm going to be cutting it out. So I'm marking half inch. All right, this is half inch that I'm marking. This is going to be, I just want it to like an indicator where we're going to be sewing from, and also notching. So I'm trying to indicate the center of this fabric. Yeah, the center line. So after indicating the center line, I'm going to be joining the shoulder of the back and the shoulder of the front. Make sure that everything aligns together before you join everything together. So I'm going to be joining with half inch allowance at the shoulder. So this is me after joining it with half inch at the shoulder. Now I'm going to be measuring my round neckline, starting from one shoulder to the other. So one neckline, my round neckline, I mean to say. After measuring it, whatever I have there, in my own case, I have 30 inches. So I'm going to be cutting it out on this plain fabric, the one I want to use for my design. Okay, I mark out 13 inches and I also mark extra 3 inches. It's better to have excess than to have shortage. Okay, so now this is where you're going to determine how high you want your collar to be. So I'm using about 3 inches here, both the sewing allowance and everything. So I'm using 3 inches. So the fabric is a little bit light. Yeah, so I'm going to be putting a light gum stain to it. Look at it. I added light gum stain. So from that center, like I said, I notched the center of this center line of the front piece. So from one part of the center, I measured what I have in the other side. What I have the other side is 1 inch, and what I have on the other side is 3 inches. So now I find the midpoint of this collar. From I rule it out. Then from one side, I'll be going out by 2 inches. So from the other end, what I measured on that fabric from the other end was 1 inch. So what I'm measuring right here is 1.5 inches. So I keep increasing it as I go on. From 1.5, I went to 2 inches. From 2 inches, I went to 2.5, all the way to 3 inches. So after that, we're going to be cutting it out. We're going to be connecting it. And while doing this, please, we mark out half inch we're going to be stitching, or we're going to be notching that from. So you guys to start from that side, all right? So we're going to sew this sleeve round. The collar, I mean to say, we're going to sew it round. After sewing it round, this is me still finding that half inch, so I can notch it and flip it over to the back side. Just notch it a little so it can be able to help you to flip it to the back side. Like I said before, it's better to have excess than to have shortage. So that 3 inches I added while cutting it, just to have extra fabric. So after flipping to the back side, I turn my fabric. Look at that half inch. So we're going to be stitching it with a long straight stitches. So now I'm trying to measure out, okay, the design I'm going to be using. I don't have any design in mind, so I just decide to draw out something. So this is the one I end up using. So after cutting it out, I'm also going to be gumming it with a light gum stir. Okay, so it will give it that, so it will have weight and relax more. So this is light gum stick I'm going to be using to gum it. So while gumming it, I'll be ironing it, and also I'll be folding in all these parts inward. As you can see what I'm doing, I'm going to be folding it inward and give it a very good press. So guys, after this is how it's looking. You can see how clean and well iron that is looking. So I'm going to be placing it on top of a front fabric, a front, yeah, piece. You find where you want your design to start from, then you stitch it all the way around. I used zigzag stitches for this, yes, because it makes it look more okay. So after that, this is what it's looking like. After stitching with a zigzag stitch, this is what it's looking like. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be cutting out my pockets so that I can insert my pockets. So the pockets I'm going to be using front side facing each other, facing the front side of the fabric. So I'm going to connect it together and stitch it. That is how I do my pockets. So for the sleeve, what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to measure the round. This is the sleeve. I've not joined it. I've not joined the bodies. So while opening it all together, that is how it's going to look like. What I have there is about, I think, 15 or 13 inches. I can't really remember anymore. So I cut it out on this black fabric. I want to sew it inward. Okay, I'll sew it this way. I'll do the front side facing each other. Then I'll sew that. I'll turn it over and stitch it again. So after that, this is how it's looking. Okay, our sleeve is ready. Our dress is coming together. So the only thing that is remaining right now is for us to join it on the side. So I'm going to be joining it with my bust measurement divided by 2 plus extra 2 inches or 3 inches allowance, depending on how free you want your dress to be. So I'm also going to do the same thing on the hip side and take it all the way down. So after stitching everything, so look at how the sleeve is looking. Our dress is ready. So guys, this is the end of this tutorial. Please, if you find this tutorial helpful, please like, subscribe, share and comment. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It means a lot to me, to motivate me to do more video. Thank you guys, and God bless you all. Bye.